Something in the Dirt is the fifth collaboration between Aaron Moorhead and Justin Benson, the filmmaking duo who star in their own films, independent sci-fi usually. This one is about a man, kind of a burnout. He does odd jobs, and he rents an apartment building that has a weird phenomenon in it. It sort of like causes things to sort of levitate, and there's like refraction. It's a very vague, interesting concept. It might be an interdimensional portal. Anyways, his landlord is a Levi, a bit of a jerk who a little bit condescending, but as we find out more about the two men, they're hiding secrets from each other, and they decide they want to make a documentary film about the phenomenon. However, as it goes on, weird elements start happening, and we get small snippets of other people brought in for the documentary, like experts that are giving their testimony about what happened. And then, of course, they're all alluding to like a sort of tragic thing that happened near the end. Something in the Dirt has some interesting ideas in terms of like this new concept of theirs. They've done many different films, but I find the movies that are more interesting are the ones where they're not in them. So, for example, they made a movie called Synchronic with Anthony Mackie and Jamie Dornan. It's like a time travel thriller that's really good. And they also did a movie called Spring. It's about a young man who falls in love with a chimera. It's like a horror sci-fi romance. So this one's a return to them being in the movie, and a little bit of vanity there, but the acting was okay this time. I like the characters and the dynamic between the two. However, the sci-fi aspect was just a little bit vague, and they didn't really set up anything. They also intersperse a lot of footage of like experts that they brought in to help with the documentary after the event that happens that they allude to. And there's also like some production shots to like, it adds production value to the actual film itself. But I didn't like that. I like the low budget feel of just, two guys in an apartment trying to film in a phenomenon. And, this new storytelling aspect, didn't really dig it, to be honest, but it's still there. And I just felt the story was a little bit too vague and too, it doesn't give you quite anything, an emotional resonance or anything. So Something in the Dirt is an interesting film, but it's not up to par with their other stuff. So I give it a 4 out of 10.